ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोः श्रुत्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। Namaste. Blessings in every step, a spiritual odyssey with revered Srimad Swami Gautamananda Ji Maharaj since 51 years. Namaste. Swamiji, I am extremely happy to learn that by the grace of Sri Thakur, your good self being elected as President of Sri Ramakrishna Mutt and Sri Ramakrishna Mission. This remarkable journey is a testament to the grace of Sri Thakur and unwavering dedication in the path of devotion. In this world, finding a guru, a spiritual guide, is often the key to understanding God and achieving inner peace. They illuminate the path of spiritual growth, helping us to overcome the obstacles like ignorance and ego. I am fortunate that I have grown up listening to Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the stories from Srimad Bhagavatam. Therefore, path of devotion was well laid. As I was always in the company of realized souls and sannyasis who have renounced the world for the realization of God. In 1973, I came to Bombay. From then, I got associated with Sri Thakur, Sri Ramakrishna Mutt and revered Srimad Swami Gautamananda Ji Maharaj. Where did I meet Swamiji first time? Yes, I remember President Maharaj used to come to the housing community every Sunday and give discourse on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. As a small girl, I used to attend his lectures regularly, and at the end of every lecture, he used to ask me to sing a closing song. It was a humble yet significant responsibility that filled me with both excitement and reverence. With diligence and devotion, I used to practice a new song each week, eager to offer my heartfelt gratitude and reverence to the divine through music. Once in 3 or 4 months, President Maharaj used to come to our house after the discourse. Swamiji shall sing bhajan, give interesting short lectures, and talk with all devotees, and then visit Holy Mother's home. Yes, that's how the shrine at our home was called, as one room was exclusively allocated for God, that was called Puja room. There used to be photos of many gods and goddesses. Thus, Swamiji's visits to Holy Mother home after the discourse became cherished moments, turning our humble abode into a shrine filled with devotion. Like in Ramakrishna Ashram, we used to do Arati and Bhajan every evening at the same time as they used to do in Ramakrishna Mutt and Sri Ramnam Sankirtan on Ekadashi day. In one of the first visits of Swamiji, he was inquiring about all of us in the family. I am reminded of the pivotal moment in 1973 when I approached President Maharaj Swami Gautamananda Ji with a humble request to sign my application form for joining Bharatanatyam classes. Swamiji's response, resonating with profound wisdom and foresight, left an indelible mark on my spirit. Swamiji said, "I will sign only when you become a great dancer." To which, with unwavering faith, I replied, "Swamiji, only if you sign my form, I will become a great dancer." Today, 51 years hence, I, humbled by the grace of Almighty and blessed by your divine intervention, I continue to immerse myself in the divine art of Bharatanatyam Through your blessings and guidance, I have had the privilege of presenting Bharatanatyam performances since 1990 till date, each imbued with devotion and dedication to the Almighty Sri Sri Thakur. In 1990, at my Arangetram first program on stage, I thank Swamiji for his guidance and blessings. That time, Swami Gautamanandji Maharaj was in Arunachal Pradesh along. On Sundays, holidays and festivals, we used to visit Sri Ramakrishna Mutt. Particularly during Kali Puja, there used to be bhajan whole night. We used to attend every year. Thus, my visits to Sri Ramakrishna Mutt at Khar Road, Bombay became more frequent. I used to visit regularly Ramakrishna Mission, attend lectures at Sri Ramakrishna Mutt, and I used to buy books from the office of Sri Ramakrishna Mutt. Swami Gautamanandaji Maharaj used to narrate stories in such an interesting manner, that too in Tamil. As a small girl, I used to be immersed in spiritual thoughts. Number of stories which Swamiji has narrated is so fresh in my mind that it has left indelible mark on my soul, and that made me read the books of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother and Swami Vivekananda again and again. Once in 1973, the then president of Sri Ramakrishna Mutt and Mission had come. I used to travel for 1.5 hours only to have his darshan after attending evening Arati, and wait and have his darshan at around 8:30 p.m. then return home. In those days, there was a rule that one should have completed 15 years of age to be eligible to take Mantra Diksha, initiation. One day, I expressed my wish to take Diksha Mantra to President Maharaj. What a surprise! Swamiji immediately agreed and said, I am impressed with your devotion, and hence, as an exception to the rule, I will give you initiation. So I got initiated when I was just 9 years old in 1974. On the dawn of the initiation day, I went to Mutt very early in the morning, and Swami Gautamanandaji Maharaj accompanied and guided me in every small details, and then my Mantra Diksha was done by revered Swami Vireshwaranandaji Maharaj, Prabhu Maharaj, who was the direct disciple of Holy Mother. And this picture of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother and Swami Vivekanandaji was presented to me by revered Srimad Swami Gautamanandaji Maharaj after my initiation. One more memory very close to my heart is the elocution competition. Every year there used to be elocution competition for school children organized by Sri Ramakrishna Mission to mark the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekanandaji. I used to participate in the competition conducted by Sri Ramakrishna Mutt in all the languages, English, Hindi, Sanskrit and Marathi, and used to win prizes. President Maharajji used to come at the time of announcement of the result, and prizes were given to the winners. What was the prize? There were books on Swami Vivekanandaji. In many books, I have got President Maharajji's blessings in writing and with his signature. Tuchi Subhashini. May the charming photographs in this book make you turn to these pages frequently. May you come to recognize and imbibe the spiritual charm behind Swamiji's physical charm. This is my earnest prayer to him. Swami Gautamananda, 23/2/1976. To Subhashini, with best wishes of Swami Gautamananda. May the words of Holy Mother inspire you to a life of holiness and dedication and bring you untold happiness is my earnest prayer to her. Swamiji is unique in this sense that he came with two great avatars, Sri Ramakrishna and Sri Sri Sharada Devi. Both of them taught him as non-different from them. Can we ever guess this greatness? Swami Gautamananda. May the teachings of Swamiji, who was called a peerless genius by Sri Ramakrishna, enlighten our thoughts and feelings and guide us to great actions of love and dedication. Swami Gautamananda. With profound prayer on your behalf to the Lord, yours in Him, Swami Gautamananda. The great Rishi who has reconciled reason and religion and who held his life as a burning ideal of this synthesis is Swamiji. May all our doubts be dispelled by his words is my prayer to him, Swami Gautamananda. Swami Vivekananda is the latest Acharya of Vedanta and undoubtedly the greatest because of the relevance of his interpretation of the Vedanta to our present life and society. May his words and writings inspire us to reach our life's highest goal is my wish and prayer. Swami Gautamananda. May Swamiji's works inspire us to fulfill our divine mission, achieving one's spiritual illumination and working for that of others. Swami Gautamananda. Swamiji was the embodiment of spiritual knowledge and love. He was the Sukha of Sri Ramakrishna. May his words inspire us to strive for the highest knowledge and love. Swami Gautamananda. My heart leaps with joy, and it is a wonder that I do not go mad when I find anybody thoroughly launched into the midst of the doctrine which is to shower peace on earth hereafter. Swami Vivekananda, Letters of 7/1/1889. The doctrine Swamiji refers to are the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna. May your life be filled with the divine peace and bliss that abounds in these words of Sri Ramakrishna is my earnest prayer to him. Swami Gautamananda, Wednesday, 19th March 1975. Here are the words about a God incarnate, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, recorded by a knower of God, Swami Sharadananda. These words and thoughts have therefore the authority of the Vedas and the power to awaken sleeping souls to their eternal march for mukti, freedom. Swami Gautamananda, 31st January 1975. May the meaning of the songs of Sri Tyagaraja inspire your thoughts and emotions is my prayer to the Lord. Yours in him, Swami Gautamananda, 2nd February 1974. Swamiji, I speak to you with heart full of gratitude and reverence for your unwavering guidance and blessings throughout my journey in my career, dance and life for the past 51 years. I am humbled and honored by the fact that Swamiji remembers every detail of my spiritual journey. Jai Shri Thakur.